man, it's a laundry day. So I got clothes to fold up, food to cook, stuff to do. Yeah, it's my turn. However, just as I sit down to get some reading done, here I find out Yoel Romero is not going to be fighting Michael Bisping. Apparently, Bisping has is gonna have surgery on a part of his knee. Maybe my brain is off, but it's called a slightly torn meniscus. So he wants it repaired so he can be in top shape when, if and when he meets Yoel Romero or whoever he's gonna be fighting. Now, there I say it. I'm thinking to myself, and I'm just like, okay, if Bisping is out until May, Yoel Romero is a number one contender. And then there's Luke Rockhold. You have already checked out Weidman. Silva is gonna be fighting next. So I'm thinking, knowing Dana White, I know how this is gonna go. You guessed it. That's right. We're gonna break out another interim belt, and that makes everything beautiful. So here we go again. So now it's gonna be Luke Rockhold versus Joel Romero for the interim belt, and then when Bisping return, the unification will take place. Oh man, no, everybody's saying that's not gonna happen because the fans are tired of the interim belt, but I think that's the way it's gonna go down. That's the new thing now. Everybody gets a belt. So I think that's what's going to happen. It's going to be an interim belt, and then after the interim belt, then when Bisping comes back, then he's going to defend against whoever wins. The unification takes place, and bam, there you have it. But this it really weakens the card. But I read in the UFC when they were doing the potential sale, some financial information got leaked, and one of their biggest problems that so they had was putting cards together because of injuries, and because they were had trouble putting cards together because of injuries. What they would do normally is sign a lot of fighters on the contract, and then bring those guys in to patch the card up. And that's why their roster of fighters were so large. They had to have guys that they could bring in last minute as a backup. Joel Romero versus Luke Rockhold, still a great matchup. I think it's a better matchup than Bisping versus Joel Romero because that would have been just like a one side. Don't get me wrong. I know Bisping is he's well rounded. I give it to you. But that Joel Romero, it's like you took some of my DNA, you dropped it in a blender, then you took some of Kimbo Slice's DNA, then you took Anderson Silver combat and muscle elasticity, drop it in a blender. Then after that, you took some of Eleanor, you took some of Fedor's DNA, dropped it in the same blender. And then, if that wasn't enough, dare I say it, you took the fight IQ of Anderson Silver, and then you took the wrestling skills of Daniel Cormier, combined it with the judo skills of Ronda Rousey. Then, if that wasn't enough, you combined it with the Greco wrestling of John Jones, put that in the blender, press the button, and then right before you finish getting ready to pour it out, you go and you search the earth and you find Jimmy Superfly Snooker. You take some of his pizzazz and woo, agility, and you drop it in there. Then you stir it, you pour it in a tin and you bake it. And bam! Out comes Joel Romero. And don't get me wrong, I believe Joel Romero's skills is growing and he's still developing as a fighter. There's something about his genetics that make him unique even at his age. So he's only gonna get better. He has the kind of Oh, I forgot. While it's cooling, just sprinkle a heavy dose of Randy Couture on there like cheese. Um, yeah, then Yoel Romero is ready. Because Yoel Romero, I think he's gonna get better as time goes by. I think he's gonna be fighting a long time, just like Randy Couture did. But the matchup for me with Bisping, I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed the matchup with him with Luke Rockhold. They both have that nice muscular body style. They both have that nice, great, strong, well built physique. And they're both big guys who are very agile and strong. So that to me is a really good matchup in terms of skill for skill. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure Bisping would have put on a good show with the boxing because his boxing has really improved. But for me, I'm more excited about the Rockhold Yoel Romero matchup because no, I don't even care who have the belt anymore. There's been so many belts handed out. I just want to watch the fight to see, hey, the best up against the best. That's all I want to see. All right, guys, that's my 2 cents from the fight here. Trying to keep all my videos under 6 minutes this year because I know I'm long-winded, but I love fights. All right. And the reason why I said my DNA is, you know why? Because I'm Superman. All right, guys. Peace out.